Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Crypto Insider channel. I am the Crypto Insider, back with another cryptocurrency video for you. Today is May 7th, 2020. We're getting closer by the day to the Bitcoin halvening. There's even a Bitcoin halvening clock out there somewhere on the interwebs, a countdowner clock to the big event. We don't have a lot to talk about with regards to price today. We have a lot of stuff negative or sideways, down 1 or 2%. We'll talk about it. Before we do that, I want to say that I am not a certified financial planner, registered investment advisor, tax accountant, stockbroker, race car driver, none of those things. I am just a guy on the internet, so remember, do your own due diligence, reap your own rewards, suffer your own consequences, make or break it on your own. But we do try to give some of the best content out there that we can, and we talk about the stories that are important to, well, really, they're just stories that are important to me or that I think are important. So let's look at some of the prices here from Live Coin Watch. Most notably, Bitcoin dominance up almost to 68%. The market cap is sitting at 258 billion, so it's added 3 or 4 since I made the last video, 3 or 4 billion. Still showing some new money probably coming into the market. Some of the reasons I think some of these alts are down a little bit or trading sideways are probably people selling positions so that they will have some fiat or have some liquidity to put into Bitcoin, because they're probably starting to FOMO a little bit when they see the halvening come out. It's nothing that I wouldn't expect to see, and we are seeing. All of our positions are pretty much the same, with that being a little bit negative. When we look at the altcoins, HBAR's down the most, probably 5.58%. That's okay. We have some HBAR news we'll talk about today. I just wanted to pop over briefly to the Bitcoin Coinalyze page. I use Coinalyze a lot because charts work better for me. For some reason, I don't know why. Tables work better for me than charts, rather. We see a lot of the fundamental indicators are green. Just about everything. We're down 0.10% in the past hour. That could change when I refresh the page. Just depends on where they're aggregating all this data from. But just about all the indicators and all the oscillators are in the overbought range. Bitcoin, particularly to me, is the charts look good on Bitcoin, and we have a known event coming, right? We have a halvening where historically there have been price gains. So it makes sense if people are putting some money into Bitcoin. I think there's still money to be made there. Fundamentally, I do not like the coin at all, and so I do have some Bitcoin, but anytime I purchase Bitcoin, it's kind of like with throwing up in the back of my mouth a little bit, because I just don't like it. That being said, I'll put some money out there for some short-term gains, just in case some of those folks happen to be right, like Tim Draper, who we always get these predictions from. It's going to be 250,000. It's going to be $1 million. It's going to be $10 zillion. At some point, it's going to hit the wall, in my opinion. There's going to be an alt season, and a lot of this overinflated value is going to tank, halvening or no halvening. That's a very real possibility for this coin. But it's predicting that point. A lot of people thought that point was $100. A lot of people thought that point was $1,000. So it would be stupid for me to come out and start making predictions on when I think it's going to happen. But I would say it's going to happen without putting a time frame on it. It's going to happen when a lot of use cases come out. People start seeing the low-cost benefits of of the alts, and they see what can happen and what different institutions are using these alts for. I had to walk away from the computer there for a second, so sorry if I faded out a little. So let's look into some of the stories we have going on today. This from the Daily Hodl, May 7th, 2020. Always their articles are from Daily Hodl staff. New information on Ripple's next generation crypto trading platform continues to trickle out via the company's job postings. Ripple is currently looking for a liquidity staff software engineer. Wow, that is a mouthful. How does one get training to become a liquidity staff software engineer? To join the project's team. According to the application, the enterprise grade distributed trading platform will provide real time access to crypto markets and Ripple products. A separate job opening for an engineering manager states the new trading platform will be integrated with XRP powered cross border payment solution ODL on demand liquidity. The CTO, Mr. Schwartz, Joel Katz, says that the company is pushing to make it easier for anyone to launch asset-backed tokens, read stablecoins, on the XRP ledger. However, it remains unclear exactly how the trading platform will work with ODL. Ripple continues to target more use cases for the XRP ledger, acquiring the Logos network in September of last year to help the payment startup create decentralized finance platforms on the ledger. I would be good for none of those positions, but maybe the next one, Ripple. If you're listening, Brad Garlinghouse, if you're listening to the Crypto Insider, make sure you subscribe so we can donate on your behalf to @GoodXRP. But I'll throw my hat in the ring for your product manager position. Ripple's also still seeking a product manager for a separate initiative announced late last year called RippleNet Home. The San Francisco-based startup. How long does anybody work in Silicon Valley? How long is something considered a startup? Ripple's been here since when? 2013? Is it 7 years? 6, 7, 8 years? I don't know. But how long does a company remain a startup in Silicon Valley? The product is designed to give financial institutions on its network a hub that they can use to analyze data on their fiat and XRP transactions, as well as connect participants with one another. The product manager is tasked with writing feature specs for the product and communicating directly with the engineering team about development. So, 3 jobs out there. If any of you listening are a liquidity staff software engineer, an engineering manager, or a product manager, send your resumes off to Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. Tell them the Crypto Insider sent you, and I demand that they hire you. see how well that does for you. This next article, ICOexaminer.com, and even though we saw that HBAR is down over 5% in 24 hours, which is still not a big deal to me, not nearly a big deal, this article says that the University College of London joins Hedera Governing Council. They join the ranks of several behemoths that are already on the council, such as Boeing, Deutsche Telekom, FIS WorldPay, Google, IBM, and Nomura, and run a node on the network and guarantee the integrity of the code base. So, more news about the Governing Council there and more heavy hitters joining it. I'm sure the University College of London has probably been around since, wow, how long can a college in London have been around? Hundreds and hundreds of years, I would guess. So, probably a good name, another good name on the Governing Council. Right now, HBAR, if you're a USA resident, can be bought on the Bittrex exchange. I haven't really seen it anywhere else. If you're buying HBAR, let me know where you're buying it at. But I've bought mine on Bittrex, and you can store it on the Ledger Nano. However, I don't think Ledger Live supports it, so you can't see it in your list of accounts. You probably have to use an applet from the Hedera website if you actually want to check your balance or something like that. Sort of like Stellar used to be, but now Ledger Live does support Stellar. They also support Tezos and Chainlink. I've been doing a lot of Ledger work. By the way, we are a Ledger affiliate, but I've been in the video description. You can link to the Ledger website if you're interested in cold storage. But I've been doing a lot of Ledger work with sending. I had crypto scattered all over the place, with all the different things I try out and do. So I said, you know what? Let me pull the lion's share of this into the wallet and let that wallet serve its purpose. So I've been doing all that. It was fairly easy in every case. I've even started delegating. I did not know that you can delegate or stake Tezos right from the Ledger Nano, and I found a validator that's paying 6.13% as of yesterday called Melange. So of course I staked with them. They were the highest that I saw initially, but there's a lot in the 5.75, 5.8. I mean, you can choose which one you stake with and then earn your staking rewards that way directly from inside Ledger Live. So that was a really cool feature. And then it talks about the Tezos and Chainlink partnership. There is one where Tezos is going to get access to the decentralized Oracle network that's managed by Chainlink, which is an ERC 2.0 token, one of those tokens offered on the Ethereum network. And that's going to be key. Tezos is one of these institutional smart contract tokens. So generally used for contracts between businesses or institutions, but that's not the only use case. The other day we had a story where Tezos was being used to tokenize real estate assets. So instead of going to the local title company with your lawyer, your real estate agents, your cousin's mother's brother, and sorting through 279 pages of herefores and wheretos and legalese, you may at some point be able to just send it through crypto and be done in seconds, as opposed to doing all that hoopla. So, it's very interesting to see what these two are going to do. They've been some very strong contenders. I do think some people are probably selling right at the moment so that they can beef up their Bitcoin amounts a little, but these two definitely are fundamentally, either one of these coins, in my opinion, is fundamentally better than Bitcoin. We did donate 1 XRP to @GoodXRP. If you're new to the channel, and you subscribe, we will send a little bit of XRP on your behalf to @GoodXRP. They're a charity aggregator. They will break it down, send it off to those 9 charities, all good places. We help them get their missions accomplished. They help us get new subscribers. And I think if you were to look in the XRP tip bot page, you would see that we've donated something like 1,300 or 1,400 XRP to @GoodXRP. Now, I know this is not Bill and Melinda Gates money, but for a little fledgling channel on YouTube, it's not bad, and we're happy to do it. We're going to continue to do it for the duration of the channel. In any case, I'll stop bloviating because I'm hearing music. That must mean that we're at the end of the video. So go ahead, like, subscribe. I'll put some additional videos up there for you to continue your journey, and hopefully we will see everyone the next time we make a video, which will probably be tomorrow. Depends on what I have going on. Have a good weekend if I don't talk to you folks.